Well, look who it is. Cathie Wood of ARK Invest, banging the drum on Tesla.
It's going to be very difficult to catch Tesla in the United States when it comes to autonomous.
So did she just suggest that Tesla, in fact, has what you might describe as an unassailable lead when it comes to autonomy, at least in the United States? Spoiler alert, yes. Now, of course, because of her involvement in ARK Invest and their actively managed ETFs, Cathie can't speak in hyperbole and absolutes, but that's about as close as you're going to get. Dickheads on YouTube, on the other hand, can say what they like. And this dickhead happens to believe that Tesla, in fact, does have an unassailable lead when it comes to autonomy, which is a deca-trillion-dollar opportunity.
When it comes to Tesla, for example, it's been critical to our understanding. Auto analysts should not be following Tesla.
Well, shots fired. Valid, however. You may recall me in the past bringing up the analogy that when you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And when you're an automotive analyst, Tesla looks like an automotive company. I've been savagely roasting these folks now for getting close to 4 years running, in the naive hope that some of them may hear some truth in the criticism and realise they're just not cut out for understanding what Tesla is and they should STFU about the company. I haven't been particularly successful in that effort, but Cathie's point is an incredibly important one. Most of the folks covering Tesla, most of the analysts covering Tesla, do not understand what they are looking at. They see everything through automotive-coloured glasses. They just can't see the things that won't fit in their Tesla is just a car company paradigm. They ignore it. And the stuff they're ignoring dwarfs Tesla's automotive business in terms of future potential. And this is not hyperbole. Saying Tesla has an unassailable lead, that's hyperbole. But me saying that the things that these automotive analysts just can't see, ignore, disregard, etc. related to Tesla dwarfs their automotive business, that is a statement of fact. Zero hyperbole.
Should be robotics analysts, energy storage, artificial intelligence, software as a service. And we have 3 analysts following Tesla. There's big misunderstanding of innovation and innovation stocks. We're going through it again now. But you can see from Tesla, we kept buying it every time, the conventional wisdom took it down. And it has gone from $25 to $30 to $1,000 in fewer than 3 years.
Oh, did you think this was a recent clip? Spoiler alert. No, but don't worry. We're going to bring this to the present moment shortly. Let's continue.
We think if you look at the 5 platforms and the 14 technologies, you have to go back to the early 1900s to see anything remotely resembling it. Back then, 3 major platforms: telephone, electricity, automobile. Today, 5 involving 14 technologies. And the convergence between and among these technologies, we think, is going to cause explosive growth. Explosive.
I saw this interesting post on X today from Tesla Boomer Mama. What we're looking at here is the number of Tesla shares held in a few different ETFs, including GK, FFND, those are on the left axis, topping out at 10,000, and ARK Invest funds combined on the right axis. Just keep in mind the literal 1,000x difference in terms of left and right axes, right? ARK Invest's peak ownership of Tesla stock, roughly 10 million shares. The GK ETF's peak ownership of Tesla stock, roughly 8,000 shares. The Future Fund peak ownership of Tesla stock, about 6,000 shares. Now, on the topic of conventional wisdom and buying activity, we might note, regardless of the varying axes of the total numbers of Tesla shares owned, the buying patterns, we can see that ARK dramatically trimmed their Tesla position beginning late 2021. That's the blue line here plunging, more than halving their position. At the same time, a couple of the tadpoles close to doubling their position in the case of GK, from under 4,000 to approaching 8,000 shares. The Future Fund from, mid to low 3,000s up to over 5,000, approaching 5.5. For a period of time there, the Future Fund and ARK Invest, with comparable behavior around Tesla, the green and the blue, bit of a correlation there. I'm not saying they were copying each other. It just so happens that they had similar activity in terms of their ownership on Tesla. GK, however, an outlier. And now very recently, I'll zoom in for this, a major shift. GK Fund now owning about 1,000 shares of Tesla stock. Future Fund close to double that, but this follows pretty decent sell-offs. And ARK Invest now buying big. Given the fact that all 3 of these ETFs, keeping in mind, the ARK stuff is all of their funds combined, but they're all ETFs. The goal of all of these is relatively short-term performance, sustained short-term performance, but they really are judged on a very short-term basis. at most probably quarterly. It's interesting once again to see these start to diverge. Seems ARK are somewhat more bullish on Tesla at these levels than some other managers of money. And in the interest of full disclosure, this chart has now also been updated to include some dickhead on YouTube who has a bad haircut and doesn't wear a suit. Does anyone know who's SMR? Just for comparison's sake, in terms of total ownership. They must have forgot to finish the... Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's all the way up there. How curious. By the way, guys, this is actually roughly to scale. Guess we'll have to zoom out a little bit. Actually, a lot per the left axis here. My personal ownership of Tesla stock over this same period of time has increased by approximately the same amount that the GK ETF has decreased its position from peak to present, just in the interest of full disclosure. I, however, don't have short-sighted customers and clients to appease, nor do I have a product that is judged on its short-term performance. In fact, I'm just managing my own money and just sharing what I'm doing with it. So I have a lot less of the pressure to be active and trading in and out of positions, trying to make a quick buck and lock in a profit for the quarter, the month, the year, because no one's going to be fleeing my ETF. Should I be all in on Tesla stock and the stock be down, give or take 60% from all-time highs? In fact, that is the dream scenario. So in response to a post on X, quoting James Dowmer, discussing FSD with the one and only Dave Lee, in which James was suggesting that Tesla can see up to 6 months ahead of what the public has access to regarding FSD, Musk responds, James is largely correct. We know roughly what the car will do in 3 to 6 months. When a more advanced AI model is trained, it will have several breakthroughs, but also dozens of bugs where it performs much worse. It takes a few months to fix those bugs and complete safety tests. Now, the reason I bring this up is because we've recently heard that on the 8th of August, Tesla will be holding a robotaxi event. How many months is August from today? Let me count here. April, May, that's 1, June, 2, July, August, 3, 4, August, 4 months from today. Is it possible that Tesla now has enough information of what's 3 to 6 months down the road, pun intended, regarding autonomy, that they feel confident now to start moving forward at full speed on this project? Is it possible that they're currently finalizing the production systems for this very vehicle/vehicle platform and intend in August to not only unveil the platform, but tell investors that they're going to begin production ASAP? Now, I don't know the answer to the question, I'm just asking it. And it's quite important to consider that if what Elon says is true, and spoiler alert it is, and Tesla does in fact have insight many months ahead of what the public's seeing in terms of the capabilities of this software, it's just that they need to make sure there's no bugs and safety issues before releasing it publicly, then might I suggest that when Tesla themselves, in particular, anyone involved in autopilot/FSD and or Musk himself make comments about this technology, about robotaxis and so on, about timing, they probably have insights. And when I say probably, I mean they definitely have insights and information that the public does not. Therefore, it may be worth considering their comments in that light, as opposed to the comments of morons like myself who don't know shit about what's going on behind the scenes at Tesla. Wait, did somebody say Elon Musk and FSD insights? What's this from Alex on X? Florida could be among the first US states where Tesla introduces unattended FSD at level 4, as no regulatory hurdles or permits are required there, given the rapid progress of FSD. An introduction of FSD at level 4 with passenger in the driver's seat but unsupervised is, in my opinion, likely by the end of the year. Elon Bad responded, maybe. But wait, there's more. I'm totally thrilled that the likelihood of Tesla launching unsupervised FSD in the first markets in the coming 12 months is increasing dramatically. A move that will inevitably make many retail investors very wealthy. Great time lies ahead. Now, why am I reading this post? Well, that's because I found it here. Elon Musk liked this post from Alex, which obviously doesn't mean anything, especially not considering he mentioned the probability within 12 months and the fact that the guy who liked it happens to know more about the thing he was discussing. Shout out to the 3 to 6 month window of insight that the public doesn't have. So therefore, we should definitely ignore this. It's not a strong signal that we're just around the corner. And I don't even know why I mentioned it, actually. Yes, nothing to see here. Move along. Want more content? Early access? Bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 has given me a massive, meaningful boost in energy, allowing me to do a lot more every day, including using my brain more and using my body more. I highly recommend you guys and girls check it out. It's an excellent way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's got 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus prebiotics and probiotics and digestive enzymes and adaptogens to help you deal with stress. Plus, if you click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, you can get yourself a 1-year free supply of vitamin D3 and K2. But don't take my word for it. Here's what some of you guys and girls have to say. AG1 has changed my life. I was, as you described, treating myself like a circus, ate like trash, rarely exercised, used alcohol as a stress crutch, cannabis also. AG1 is what gave me the kick in the ass, got me back to the gym, motivated me to do more for myself, family, my business, etc. Keep doing what you do. Now, I know there's some skeptics, the same kind of people who think Elon Musk is a fraud, reading this going, what do you thought? There's no way that's possible, bro. It must be a placebo effect. Believe it or not, this is a recurring theme. If you give your body everything it needs to feel and perform its best, including having a lot more energy, you'll need ways to use that energy. For me personally, that includes more exercise, moving my body more social activity, and more cognitively demanding tasks, including producing a fuck ton of exclusive content over on Twitter and on Patreon, plus my daily YouTube uploads. The proof's in the pudding. On to another testimonial from a viewer of this channel. SMR, you asked me to provide feedback on AG1. Here it is. It has helped with mental acuity, stamina, and intestinal waste management. Can't read between the lines. Certainly helps with regularity and digestion. That's what the digestive enzymes are for. It has also dramatically reduced my cravings for sugar. You guys need to stop eating sugar. It's fucking poison. I'm 50, 5'9", and overweight, aka a fat motherfucker. I think that's a technical term for overweight, isn't it? Is it fat motherfucker or obese? I can't remember. I average 100 hours a week in the West Texas oil fields as a safety supervisor. Jesus Christ, dude. No wonder you're struggling to keep your weight under control. 100 hours a week. Brutal. It has helped me lose weight. It is not an appetite suppressant. It can help fat people suppress cravings, and motivation to be healthier is critical for changing your diet. Love you, brother. Again, this is a great point. It's something people really don't seem to grasp. If you have more energy, everything becomes easier. It's like turning on easy mode for life. A few years ago, before I was taking AG1, my health was trash. I was struggling to get through the day, had afternoon fatigue. The last thing I wanted to do was either use my brain or move my body. Didn't have the energy. Now, my biggest struggle every day is figuring out ways to use that energy. I'm exercising way more, doing a lot more with my friends and family, and of course, my work output has increased substantially. And you can fact check me. Check out the average length of my videos I was posting to YouTube 3 years ago. Need I say more? And one final testimonial. Love this one. Okay, here's the deal for me with this AG1 shit. I'm 41 years old and not the type to eat, drink, smoke, or sleep healthy, so I was skeptical. That being said, here's what I experienced. Day 1, meh. Day 2, afternoon fatigue was about 45 minutes late. Day 3, 0 afternoon fatigue. Day 4, 0 afternoon fatigue plus extra energy. Day 5, again, 0 afternoon fatigue plus energy, wondering, what the fuck, really? See, this is the thing, right? The results for many people are just almost too good to be true. This is the same experience I had. My afternoon fatigue just vanished out of nowhere. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Why am I not tired in the afternoons anymore? Surely, it's not that AG1, is it? Turns out it was. Day 6 and 7, same thing. Day 8, same thing. Plus, I had the want to get things done around the house that I normally would slack off and not get done. Again, the point, extra energy, you'll need to use it, you'll find ways to use it. Day 9, 10, and 11, and today is day 12. I fucking love it. So however you managed to get me to buy it, I'm so glad you did. Thank you so much, SMR. It really changed me so far. Guys, this shit really works. Just try it. By the way, this is the reason I continue to relentlessly promote AG1. A lot of people get real fucking mad in the comments. Oh my God, snake oil salmon sold out. Oh my God, he's a scammer. This is fraud. But constantly, I'm pretty sure everyone making these comments is also currently short Tesla stock. I'm not particularly concerned about people having a negative perception, those folks suffering from small brain syndrome, still living in my bum's basement syndrome, etc., writing mean comments, claiming AG1's a scam or it doesn't work. I mean, bro, when I get feedback like this is what keeps me going. Just try this stuff for a month, and if you don't get these results, get your money back. See, it's a literal no-brainer. It's an IQ test at this point in time. Testimonial after testimonial after testimonial like this. Get your money back if it doesn't work. Just try it for a month, and if it doesn't work, get your money back. Today's the day. It's finally time. Be like this guy who was a massive skeptic, but finally, after 1,000 promotions in a row, caved in, tried AG1, and has results like this. Head to drinkag1.com/SMR or click the link in the pinned comment, and please, let me know how you're feeling in a few weeks' time. Now, if you'll excuse me, time to put my extra energy to good use. I'll be recording some more exclusive content for Patreon and my Twitter subscribers. So click the links in the pinned comment. See you over on Twitter and or Patreon, and don't forget to grab your AG1. Love ya.